Okay, like how did it get into this part is the problem, right? Like Hiroji man, so it shouldn't get to this part, like as in like okay, where like okay, weapons are fucking like two button thing, bro. Okay, two button gameplay, but still like well, I mean still like Wilds, yeah, still like all Monster Hunter, yeah. Okay, still like it, but it's just like a ditch, bro, for it. Okay, but it's just it. Okay, it's just the depth of the game is like not there, I guess. Okay, but okay, which is easier for newer players, but like I don't think like making it friendly for new players means that like you have to be basically like remove the depth of the game as well. Okay, end of May, bro. It's still end of April right now. End of May is the balance patch, bro. Why does it take them so long to like balance, man? Fucking hell, bro. Just curious, since you have you ever on your journey to not had fun like with like a wilds? Yeah. Okay, of course, bro. Okay, but which is the entire time I cannot play my main build, so there is that. Well, I guess like it's not that like I don't have fun per se, but like I couldn't have like a okay, the most fun out of it, I guess. Okay, but okay, but yeah, the earlier part like when like I'm trying to like basically like make HBG work right there, that wasn't fun. So it wasn't really fun, bro. Okay, but now it's better because like we can replicate it using element ammo, but like it's still just not the same, right? So fucking A team lazy as hell, amazing at what they do, but slow with like everything. I mean, okay, like how did it get into this part is the problem, right? Like Hiroji man, so it shouldn't get to this part, like as in like okay, where like okay, weapons are fucking like two button thing, bro. Okay, two button gameplay, but still like well, I mean still like Wilds, yeah, still like all Monster Hunter, yeah. Okay, still like it, but it's just like a ditch, bro, for it. Okay, but it's just it. Okay, it's just the depth of the game is like not there, I guess. Okay, but okay, which is easier for newer players, but like I don't think like making it friendly for new players means that like you have to be basically like remove the depth of the game as well. Okay, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Trying to cater to a broader, or I guess you can say a wilder like audience. Yeah, but like okay, I think like they like okay, they think that like to cater to like the like to wider audience, then they have to make the game like basic like have no depth. Okay, so that like new players can just come in and understand. Okay, but okay, which I don't think that's the case. It's like saying that like all the weapons in the game should be like easy to play, easy to master, so that everyone can like master it. Okay, but that's basically what they did, right? So that's what Wilds did over here. But yeah, they took a tad like a too far. Yeah, I mean like there are plenty of things that are like definitely good though. All the quality of and everything, yeah, for sure, 100%. Okay, my main issue is like the weapon depth for it. It's just like basically lost like everything for it. And it's not just bowguns, by the way, for that. So it's not just bowguns. Okay, but they're like most melee weapons are the same as well. They're basically down to like two button gameplay in the end. Okay, but sort of clutch claw, world had good balance. Okay, remove the essence of Monster Hunter, even world had more depth, which is like a telling. Most weapons except like hammer like maybe, well there are like some exceptions, yeah, some weapons were like kinda fine. Bow was actually kinda fine right now. Okay, but like yeah, okay, but there are just like yeah, well it's just like a problem on that side, especially when weapons are like okay, you play the weapon, right? The weapons are the lens to which like you enjoy the game. If the weapons itself is like shit or like boring, then the entire game will be boring. So okay, that's why like when I was playing through the game with like heavy bowgun, when going through it right the first time, right? So yeah, losing everything you had back in like Sunbreak and like World. Okay, like yeah, that's when you realize that like how good Sunbreak was. Okay, but okay, you don't value what you had until like you lost it. So in Wilds you lost like basically that. So Greatsword decent too maybe, but I don't like Greatsword. Gunlance too I guess is fine. Nah, Gunlance is not fine, Hiroji. What do you mean, bro? You just literally full burst like spam because that's the strongest like playstyle. There is not really poke shelling because it does too little damage in comparison. Charge shelling is dead as well. Even the Gunlance, okay, has no death. So yeah, you just run Guardian Arkveld Gunlance and that's it. Nothing is better than that. Okay, but so no, Gunlance is definitely problematic as well. 100%. They're strong, don't get me wrong. Strong and like, you know, lacking death are two different things. Because bowgun is really strong right now, using element. Okay, but only when they use element though. So, okay, but yeah, all the other ammo type is just dog shit trash in comparison. Okay, but Glaive is optimal, you don't even like a fly. You only do that when like the monster is big enough, like Zoshia, maybe. Okay, but yeah. Only love her when you let her go. Nah, that's like a that's a two different like saying, like a analogy, like a ballerina. No. Okay, but okay, it's more like, you know, you only appreciate things once you lost it, you know. Okay, but but yeah, so there are parts for it. That's why like I feel like Wilds is not like that great of a Monster Hunter. So yeah, it's great for a Monster Hunter for it, but like by Monster Hunter standards, like it's not that great. So it's like okay, I'm HR 999. Okay, we're already like more than a month past on the game, right? We don't really have like a what was it like a we're past the honeymoon phase right here. Okay, Wilds is like C plus tier for like a a Monster Hunter game. Okay, but which is not like a bad game at all. So yeah, but like if you're talking about like a Monster Hunter game, then like yeah, that is like a okay, definitely not like a strong like a entry. Okay, but not really. But I like the white shelling combo. It's way more linear than previous title, but in my opinion, it's okay what it is. Like in terms of making it approachable, you can't really say that about other melee. What do you mean? Like you like the white shelling combo, as in like full burst like playstyle, like the broomstick full burst, or like what? Because whether you play white, long, or like normal, you play full burst anyway. Okay, but yeah, but that's not like white shelling combo, bro. Okay, the double wormstake for full burst is not white shelling combo. It's a normal shelling combo because that's a full burst playstyle. The problem is like basically the weapon has no depth. That like white shelling is the strongest. So yeah, doesn't matter what you do. Okay, but whether you play Wormstake Full Burst or not, like it's two different. Like if Wormstake Full Burst is there in like World, right? Like it's not gonna be the main playstyle. So yeah, it is for like normal Gunlance, but not for like wide and like long. So yeah, long will still do charging like a lance, like a charging like a shelling. Okay, while like a white will still do poke shelling. Okay, but okay, the white one. So, but now you just basically like have like one playstyle, Wormstake Full Burst using White Gunlance because it's the strongest and like nothing else come close to it. So you're running long or like a normal is just griefing. Okay, but in general, their approach to Gunlance at least makes some sense to give like the A team like some credit. No, I don't think it does make sense. So I don't think it makes sense. Okay, but switch axe full release slash spam. Yep, like Charge Blade is just one button, like you know, Savage Axe combo spam. So a Gunlance like it's just full burst like a spam, Wormstake full burst right spam. So for that one, okay, but the longsword is like just like Spirit Blade Crimson slash 1 spam for that as well. So yeah, okay, again there are some outliers for that one. Okay, but yeah, like a Greatsword is an outlier, Hammer is an outlier, but most weapon in the game right now is basically you just spam this one attack because this one attack is the strongest one for it. So and nothing else come close to it. Okay, but okay, there is always like the strongest attack. Like let's say like in World there is the strongest attack as well. Okay, but the other one is not like super behind that you can play that playstyle and still do fine with it. So yeah, but now if you play like SAED on Charge Blade compared to like Savage Axe, right, you might as well not play the game. You're just like making the boss tankier at that point. Okay, but yeah, one button like a pizza cutter. Yeah, well, I guess like there is that, man. So yeah, and since like you know, again like going through like to like 999, right? Going to HR 999, like yeah, whenever like I get reminded like on how like lacking the depth of the weapons in the game, right? It's just like, you know, it makes it like kinda sad. So yeah. But well, again, that's just part of it. Okay, that's just how it is.